Hello everyone. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please give it a like and share. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me out, because if you don't,
you're gonna have a terrible new year.
I was horrified as the two older kids trapped me inside the water slide. Both of them had a knife on them, and they swear up and down they were gonna kill me. My name is Amadeus, and this happened to me when I was 8 years old. It was the summer of 2003. I was off from school for summer vacation, and my parents took me to a water park. This water park was big in our city. A lot of children go there during the summer. And on this day, it was extremely hot, and my parents thought the best way for us to cool down was to go to this water park. It was me, my mother, and my father. As we made our way into the parking lot and got our stuff together, I felt like there were eyes staring at me. I looked and I saw two older boys. They looked like they were identical twins, so I'm assuming they were definitely related. They stared at me. One of them pointed at me and laughed. And I heard one of them say, "Hey, look at that little kid. He's such a shrimp. He's so small." Then both of them laughed. I paid them no mind because at the time I was pretty small for an 8-year-old, but I never let it bother me. As I got into the park, I started to swim around and enjoy myself. And that's when I decided I wanted to go on a water slide. My parents thought that I was old enough to go on there by myself because they wasn't too far from the water slide that I wanted to get on. Once I got to the area, I waited in line for about 15 minutes. And as I waited in line, that's when I noticed something. I was in front of those two twin boys who were picking on me earlier. They turned around and they noticed me, and they laughed, and then one of them turned back to me and asked me, "Hey shrimp, what's your name?" Amadeus," I told the boy nervously. "My name is Justin. That's my twin brother Philip," he said with a smirk on his face. He then suggested, "How about you go in front of me? Philip will go, and then you'll go, and then I'll go after." "Okay, that's fine. Thank you," Justin said to me, not knowing what their plan was. Philip went down the slide, and the park worker told me to hold off for just for a few seconds, and then he told me to go ahead. So I slid down. As I was sliding down, I was enjoying the ride, and then I saw something on the horizon. It was Philip. He looked at me with this big, sinister smile. It was so unsettling, it scared the fuck out of me. He blocked me from sliding down further, and then he said to me, "Got you, kid. You know I'm not gonna let you go past, right? We gotta do something to you first." "What do you mean? What do you mean, we?" Then I heard someone coming down the slide, and then I heard someone stopping. I looked up, and it was Justin. I was in between these two boys. "So, shrimp boy, we're gonna play a little game. It's called Don't Scream, and we're gonna do it with force. If you scream, you lose the game. You ready, Philip?" "I'm ready, Justin," Justin said as him and Philip both pulled out a knife out of their pocket. "Me and my brother here are gonna cut you up. Just for fun. If you don't scream and you handle the pain, we'll let you go. But the more you scream, the more we keep cutting you. And if you die, you die." "No, I don't want to play this game. Let me go. I'm not doing this. Get off me." They pinned me down with just one hand. I can feel their strength. They were strong. I couldn't move. And then one of them was about to hit me with a knife, but then I remember hearing someone call out. I think it was one of the workers, but I couldn't remember who it was. I remember passing out from fear, and the next thing I remember was waking up in a hospital. I didn't have any cuts or bruises. I was just passed out, and I guess somehow my parents found out, and I was rushed to the hospital. I remember seeing my parents sit next to me, worried and concerned that something happened to me, and I remember seeing the relief on their face when I woke up. After this had happened, the boys were arrested, and they were seeking psychiatric help. I don't know what got into them, and I don't know what happened, but from what I heard, one of the workers slid down and caught the boys in the action as I was passed out. And then, I guess somehow he was able to get them out of there as he called for security, and they were able to apprehend the boys. I'm just glad that I was alright and nothing didn't happen to me. As for the boys, I hope they got all the help that they need because something was truly wrong with them.